My name is Patricia Murray and I work with the Health and Safety Authority as an organisational psychologist. Our goal is to influence workplace behaviour and the mental health environment at work. We all know there is long-term impact on individuals and on societies affected by disasters like wars or earthquakes. With the world currently experiencing an unprecedented public health emergency, what will be the psychological impact of the COVID-19 pandemic? I'd like to focus on dealing with sudden, shocking, unexpected changes, a well-researched area within psychology, and talk about how to minimise the negative impacts of these. Some traumas are mainly slow release and others are sudden. COVID-19 has affected us in both ways. At this stage, we're all familiar with what to do and what to avoid doing. We all remember the shocking impact it brought when it first invaded the entire world, changing everything overnight. Both the sudden and the slow release bring their own stresses and anxieties. Each is different though. Dealing with fear and uncertainty, living with chaos, and having the normal routines or habits of our lives disrupted are disturbing to all of us. But we can identify a range of workable solutions to sustain us through the next 6 months and beyond. The Health and Safety Authority remit is for work systems. So our focus here is on how to gather as many resources as possible to help reduce anxiety and stress to improve working lives. However, anything we do to increase our well-being generally also affects our mood and behaviour at work. In developing skills to cope with our new reality, we focus on 3 activities. First of all, learning new things changes us in positive ways. Ideally, try to learn something new about yourself to improve your mood and how you manage it. Developing an understanding of our own emotional reactions to other people, to challenges within work, to challenges outside of work, and to threats generally is really empowering. For this, aim to reflect honestly, assessing how you behaved in the past, before COVID, and how you're reacting now. You actually don't need to write anything down, just take time to reflect. We tend to avoid reflecting on things we did which didn't work well for us. If we feel guilty or feel we've behaved badly, we do tend to ignore it so as not to have to re-feel the negative emotions associated with it. If you make the effort to be real with yourself, you can avoid repeating reactions which fundamentally make you and probably others feel bad. When we feel bad, we don't behave as we otherwise would. The second of our 3 activities is to practice novelty. It's helpful to develop and practice methods of both soothing and energising ourselves through doing, arranging different activities. This requires us to reflect on what we enjoy and then try out new things. Remember that these times are unprecedented, so try not to stick to activities you did last year. Soothing, emotion-lowering activities are needed just as much as energising, stimulating ones. Mix it up, stick to them, commit to them, practice them, and then rely on them. The third and final activity is to shift perspective. We all need to find now a capacity for accepting uncertainty. So avoid long-term planning. 6 weeks to 3 months ahead is better. Make decisions, even if you don't have all the information you'd usually rely on. We reduce our anxiety as we make decisions because we get closure. Drawing it out can help. Illustrate various options or possibilities for you in your work and personal life, putting yourself and your goals, work and non-work, at the centre. It just gives a sense of certainty and control, even if it is more idea-based than actual plan-based. It ignites the imagination and orients us towards positions of certainty from uncertainty. So I hope that these 3 activities, learning, practice and shifting perspective, together will increase your overall well-being. Whether you're returning to the workplace, you're working in an entirely new location, or possibly working from home, or even if you're not working at all right now. Focus on fixing problems rather than on the problem itself. For every problem, try to imagine a possible solution each time. Research shows that this makes for better and more creative solutions. Plan and schedule at the start of your work week. Be organised more so than ever before. Manage tasks through self-imposed structures on both time and space. Before COVID-19, a problem would typically unburden itself naturally over a cup of tea at work. Currently, the cups of tea are more isolated, so the problems tend to get stuck. In most situations, problems that are affecting you are most likely affecting everyone. So communicate openly and often. Build in phone calls, walks, chats, and leverage social supports. By harnessing these three activities, learning, practice, and perspective shift, we can build up a bank of positive memories of our own behaviour and actions, ultimately defining new skills and a wider range of coping strategies. These can work for us now and in new situations as they arise over time. The aim of this HSA video was to help you to improve your well-being at work in this current climate. Focus on what you have control over, both inside and outside work, and always seek solutions.